one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Volunteers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Clark. Oh, what a move. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Right back to the well. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the left side. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Caught over the middle. It's Stewart.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. He's got the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Turning it on. Touchdown, Florida. The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. These two, which have so much cross-pollination and legendary games in their history, first played in 1916 with the Vols blanking the Gators in Florida. Tennessee actually won the first 10 meetings, with Florida not getting a W in the series until 1954.
And there was a period of time, Reese, in this rivalry that the game not only had SEC championship implications, but national championship implications too. You think back to the heyday of this rivalry in the late 90s. Danny Werfel going up against Peyton Manning. We played the Vols, and we had games that were won in overtime. We had games that went down to 2-minute drives. There was so much NFL talent on the field, and it was such a competitive and physical game every single year.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Slips a tackle and he's got room. A solid pickup there before the deep. Able to make the stop.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hill. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Rousseau. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Quarterback making checks. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harrison. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
These throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Still looking on the move. That's caught. It's Jefferson. And he's dragged down. The Vols are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to fire on second down. Shoots it to the left. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Right, nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle. It's Harrison. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Jefferson. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
He might want another play. Going to swing it on second down. Steps away to find some room. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Motion from the wideout. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. The Vols in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
Man, I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Rousseau. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Just keeps moving. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Looking to fire. Going for 6. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Got it, looking for the 1st down. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Splits the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 18 over West Virginia. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Rousseau. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Clark. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field of play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the 1st down at the 41.
And I think this offensive coordinator is going to be frustrated with his quarterback. You got the lead. You want to get more points. You want to be aggressive. But you cannot put the ball in harm's way near midfield. Now you've given the defense a chance to now go score points and maybe take the lead in this football game.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, going to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass.
Makes the grab on the shot. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Rousseau. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're just about ready to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. So here is the Tennessee offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the right. He's got it. 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Working on the right. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9.
It's so hard for these DBs to try to match up with this guy one-on-one. The back end, he's just too big, and he's just able to run the corner out-muscle everybody for the football, and haul in the catch.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Looking for the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth day that Carl had to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the end zone.
It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Volunteers. And they turn it into a defensive.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kent State is currently ahead inside a jam-packed Dick Stadium, but the Golden Flashes have not been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 4 over Ball State. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got a man. It's Stewart. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Gators moving quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Rousseau. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on 4th down. They were expecting pass, and they didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelm the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. We'll send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Soft spot in the middle. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Quarterback making adjustments. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. Touchdown ball! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This deep...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
He's got his man across the middle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen two big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Wants to throw again. Looking for the score. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The offense changing the play. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Dropping back, it's Rousseau. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Florida.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia State is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Marshall. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Running free. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tennessee. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to get outside. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Catch in the middle. It's Abrams. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Quick pass on the fly motion. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. Here's a throw downfield late. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Skips away from pressure. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. He'll get rid of it. Working that left side. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Bringing it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Yeah, I think if you're the head coach now, you start running the football. That's now the 2nd pick you've thrown in the 4th quarter. You've got the lead. It's time now to try to ice the game.
To throw, it's Rousseau. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the consolation prize there. He gets into the end zone, won't win them the game, but at least a score as the clock hits 0.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. Two-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.